I'm Bailey from 7 Fantastic Fashionistas, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make watermelon cake pops. Now, these are super popular and everyone wants to know how to make them, but all the websites that I've seen don't have a tutorial. Well, today I'm going to show you the tutorial. You need a strawberry cake mix, supposedly or preferably Moist Supreme by Pillsbury. You also need 3 eggs, canola oil or vegetable oil, and then a cup of water. First, you're going to pour the strawberry cake mix into a large bowl. And then you are going to set the oven to 350 degrees. Now you're going to take 1/3 cup of the vegetable oil. Pour it in, and then pour it into the cake mix. And then you're going to take the cup of water and pour it into the cake mix as well. Going to take the egg, all 3 of them, and get everything inside of it into the bowl. And then you are going to, of course, wash your hands so you don't get any germs. Now you are going to mix up the cake batter with a mixer like this big guy. And you're going to mix it for about 2 minutes, starting now. Now, after you have stirred up the batter, you are going to take a slab of butter. I know this is definitely unhealthy, but you're going to just slather it all over this. This knife isn't really working out for me, so I'm going to be putting it on a paper towel instead. And you're just going to put this all around the pan, nice and greasy, so it doesn't stick when you get it out. But you're going to crumple it up anyways. Now I'm using 2 small pans, but you can use just 1 big one. Now I'm going to take the batter and I'm going to be pouring it into the pan. That was probably a little bit too much. That's okay. Then I'm going to spread it around, nice and even. I have a lot extra, so if you do have a lot extra, you can just put it in the other pan. So, time for the other pan. Nice and buttery. And then moving this, putting it in the oven, and pouring the rest in. Scrape the bottom if you have to. You just need to get all the rest of the cake inside of the pan. And of course, you can lick the bowl afterwards. And then spread it around. After you're done putting your cake into these pans, you are going to put it in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes. And remember that your oven was set on 350 degrees. Here's the cake going into the oven. And it can be on any rack. And then I have another cake. Now I'm shutting the oven. So after you let it cool down for a little while, you are going to crumple it up and put it in a bowl. So now I'm mashing it all up, and you can even use your fingers if you want. You just really need to get it good. Then you're gonna put it inside of a large bowl. Crust and everything. And cake pops are just mashed. So you can put the crust in there but if it's not, the crust isn't really working for you, then you don't have to use it. So that's what one of it looks like. Mash it up really good. No flat pieces, just crumpled pieces. Now I'm going to be doing this pan. Scoop it. Look, that is so funny. It's like a half moon. And I'm going to just crumple it up. Now this is a little harder because it's doesn't have a lot of thickness and fat to it. And I'm using my hands for this. And now I'm going to put it back in. Now for the fun part. Mashing it all up together, this hunkin' load. Okay. So after you mix up everything well enough, like you see here, you're gonna add in the chocolate chips. I only had a few because that's what I could find. Okay, and now you're going to be adding half a can of frosting. This is whipped cream frosting, which is so good. It's my favorite frosting. That is why I picked it. So you're just going to add half of it and save the other half for decorating. Okay, now you're gonna stir it all up. Which is probably the hardest part. So you want to make sure that there's no more white showing. And then you're going to take a sheet like this, and you're going to wrap it with some wax paper. And you're going to set little balls of the cake balls onto it. actually using this cookie-like thing. I don't know what it's called. And I'm going to be scooping it on this. You can pound it down too, but you want to make a perfect little ball. Like, you can make it bigger too, just kind of shape it. Or, if you don't want to do that, you can basically just go in your hand and kind of roll a ball, squeeze it, make it your own, and then stick it in one of these to make one of the sides perfect. Like that. About that size is really good. And then you're just going to keep doing that all around, making sure it looks good. It does not have to all be the same size. Whoever told you that is wrong. It's your creation. You can do whatever you want. So when you're done making the balls and you have washed your hands from all the grease, you are either going to be putting them in the freezer for about 20 minutes, or you're going to be putting them in the fridge for a few hours. As you can see here, I cannot fit it in the freezer. It's too small, so I had to put it in the fridge. So I first microwaved this for about half of a minute, 30 seconds. Now I'm going to be adding the green food dye into the mixture. I'm starting out with 2 drops, stirring it up. And then you want to keep stirring until it looks very green. Now I'm going to add another drop, 2 more drops, because you want it to be a dark green color. Been very full. This is okay, but I'm going to add another drop because I want it to be really green. You're getting all the oils and mixing it back in. And as I've said before, I'm using the whipped, it's backwards, but the whipped cream frosting by Betty Crocker. Okay, this is about the green that you want. Okay, so now I'm putting my cake pop on a fork, but you want to put it on a stick. Make sure it's nice and hardened, and then dip it into the frosting like so. And you want to get it all green, nice and green. And also wait until it cools down. And then just let it drip. And then I'm putting it back on. Because it broke in half. Okay. It'll probably mend back together, but you probably want it to cool down a little more, or not have it so hot. So now you guys know how to make my amazing watermelon cake pops. And yesterday I forgot to post for what's in my room, so you'll be seeing what is in my room sometime soon. Remember to subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.